If you use your search engine and enter Detty December, you will see an entry by Wikipedia. They're already monitoring. But it's happening where? Here. So they found out that in the month of December alone, remittances from diaspora is already equivalent to 4% of Nigeria's GDP. Is that a developmental opportunity? Who is curating it? Who is branding it? Who is mobilizing the manpower around it? So nations live on a subset of tourism that they call MICE. MICE is an acronym for meetings, incentives, conferences, and exhibitions. But it is about destination. One of the things that has come out of this last event of Detty December is that it has opened a positive image for Nigeria. All of the young men and young women who came here from other parts of the world are reliving their experiences on social media. So there's interest in the place called Lagos in Nigeria, and we can expand it. And it's for us to be deliberate, to be intentional, and to have mandates around tourism. As our guest lecturer has told us, Detty December has opened the door. Are we ready to seize it? Why should Detty December end in Lagos? Why should it not spread? So are we preparing for the next one? Who are going to be the transporters? Who are going to provide the accommodation? There was almost shortage of accommodation. So how many of us are ready to leave our homes, furnish them, do them up, and rent them out during the period? Because the demand will come. And if we don't respond, it will go somewhere else. So for those who have been to Mecca for pilgrimage, those houses we live in, apart from the hotels, can't do it. So people leave their houses, rent them out, and go to their villages to make dollars. That's income, that's opportunity, and prosperity from tourism. But there's a lot of work to be done. And in preparing for the next event, think of beddings, think of fittings, think of maintenance, think of furnishing, think of repairing vehicles, getting everything. The list and the value chain is endless. Ladies and gentlemen, that is where I want to leave this conversation, just to provoke us to think and to act. And as our guest lecturer said, this nation will rise in our time. Thank you very much.
Babatunde Fashola, the former governor of Lagos State, had made this morning very sweet for me. Like, I like it when I see people who have foresight. I remember when this Detty December was, starting, like when people kept talking about it, the hashtags and all that. I heard somebody, a lady who is a content creator and an online influencer, speaking. She stays in the UK. She's a Nigerian in the UK. She now said that this is a period government needs to come together to harness this opportunity, to look into it and use and make this Detty December a very big thing, that make sites for tourism where people can come and relax and enjoy. Because whether we like it or not, Nigeria has very many tourist attractions, but they don't pay attention to it. Like in Nigeria, we just believe that let people go and enjoy. There are even some tourism attraction areas where you go to, you don't pay any money in Nigeria. Yes. Meanwhile, there are places like that outside the country that you go to, you pay through your nose to enter those places. But in Nigeria, it's free. You see a park, free. You see a place, a recreational center, free. Except for the ones that are being managed by private people. That's when you see them charge. The ones managed by government is free. And then you see most of these oil companies, most of these oil servicing companies going there to do their public, how they call it, their PR, public, whatever they do for the government, for the people or the masses. They just go there. They are the ones that pay the cleaners, they are the ones that pay the gardeners there and all that. They do all of those things for free, just because it's their way of giving back to society. So I feel that I'm super happy that the government has seen that Wikipedia has picked up the hashtag that's been trending for Detty December. And a lot, before you know it, the person who started this Detty December and his crew, they need to sit back and start talking to sponsors, because you need to make it so grand that people like Baba Fashola, I hope I'm not mixing up his name, said it is an opportunity for you to pimp your house, make it very standard, such that when people come in and there are no enough hotels, you can quickly use your house. And that's exactly what happens. Like even in Calabar, I told you in one of the videos I did that in Calabar you see that people will leave their houses, pimp it, and give it out for the 32 days. And for people who are tourists that come in and they don't see hotels to stay, they stay in your house. It becomes like an apartment for them. They stay there for maybe 15 days, for 20 days, and they pay a whole lot of money to you. So you have made money in the process of sitting at home, because the truth is in Calabar, you are to stay at home for 32 days, except you work in the hospital and you're a security personnel, a security personnel. That's the only thing. And those who sell groceries and all. Outside that, this now, when they said tourism, the next place, the best place, when BBC said the best place to enjoy is in Nigeria, they weren't saying it because they just wanted to romance our ego. That's just the truth, because Nigeria is safe, relatively safe. And when tourists come into Nigeria, they are well taken care of. Yes, there may be some pockets of some issues there and there, but these things are not things that may not happen in any other place. They can, but they are not in the they are not in the rise, or there are not even many of those things happening. So I'm so happy that the government has embraced 30 December. They have not frowned at it. It has gotten a very good positive impact on Nigeria and its CGP. For them to add and its GDP, for them to had mentioned that this thing on Wikipedia had, they are watching it and all of that, it's sweet. And for it to be coming from the former governor of Governor Fashola, the former governor of Lagos State, it means that the president also is aware, or he has taken note, or he has discussed with the president, because knowing how close they are, this kind of information will not escape the president or maybe his son. So in all of this I've said is to say that if you are making plans to build back home and you have the money, use this opportunity, build apartment, build hotels, because right now hotel owners are going to cash out, they're going to make a lot of money. And I'm happy that the government is trying to plunge into this opportunity, because when people will say, oh, government should do something, Lagos is choked up, it's people almost did not get accommodation to live in this period of dirty December. So if you have money, you can go into sublet business. Like if you buy properties around Lekki, Aja, Chevron, if you have like R1 billion, you can buy houses around that area and all make it shortlets. And the good thing about Lagos is that in Lagos, the shortlets there are quite, pricey. They are okay, and you can still make daily income from it, as against having a normal hotel where somebody needs to come and do a normal management. The truth about hospitality business is that it can never go wrong. Hospitality business can never ever go wrong. So I think you should look into this sides of business. Nigerians in Nigeria, Nigerians in diaspora, this is an opportunity for you people to think investing back home, because you say, who is going home? A lot of people are coming to Nigeria. A lot of people are coming to Nigeria. It's just the people who want to make our country look bad that keep saying rubbish about our country. But if you look critically, you will see that our country is super blessed with the most natural resources ever. Like places where you can go to in our country. God has blessed us so much that we don't have earthquakes, we don't have tsunamis, we don't have, that is their kind of, the only natural disaster we suffer in some states is flooding. And that will be as a result of maybe the dam being open on the times it's not supposed to be open, and then the places will flood. That's the only natural disaster. Or maybe in some communities when there's rainstorm, and they will have their roofs will be they will be deroofed. That's the only thing. Outside that, God has helped us so far. Yes, pockets of insecurity here and there, which is normal. Like maybe there's people are aggrieved and they go out and do, that one is a normal thing. But to say that you sleep and you not sleep with your two eyes open, no, closed, no, it's not like that. Nigeria is relatively safe, and I'm happy that the government have seen that this December has impacted our GDP highly. He said 4%. It may be more than that. That is his estimation. But in all of this, it's a good thing. And I hope that this 2025 30 December will, because a lot of people have started planning. Foreigners who came in have told their friends that they should come. They will tell them how to get visa on arrival, or if depending on the country you're coming from. And then those of them who already have visas or who want to have visas not on arrival, she can let them know. Foreign people, Americans, a lot of them were here for 30 December. So imagine what will happen 2025 30 December. So start now, that is January, to plan yourself if you want to invest